Dit is Ahoy-Rtv. U kijkt naar Ahoy-Rtv bij de Publieke Omroep in Amsterdam. Ik ben Bert Kleine en dit is weer eens een onderwerp over kunst. Ik ga praten met Karen Birnholz.
Ja, heel goed.
Cement Paintings. Nou, ze is Amerikaanse en Nederlandse. Ze verstaat Nederlands. Dus ik mag de vraag in het Nederlands stellen en ze antwoordt in het Engels en misschien af en toe wel een Nederlands woord.
Af en toe, ja.
Ja, precies. Karen, je hebt hier een soort van expositie. Je bent cement painter eigenlijk.
Ja.
Wat is dat precies?
Cement painting. Well, ik zal in Engels doorgaan. I'm a painter. I work with form, color, movement, but my medium cement instead of oil or acrylic or some other form of medium. And it's because I like the sensuality of color and it just want to make it something that's like candy to the eyes. You just want to eat it. And the process is a long story of how I got to it, but the process ended up from gyps or plaster into cement and became more three-dimensional. And I mix the cement with pigments. So the pigment is allemaal doorheen, so it's completely inside, and then I just paint. But I have to think about the weight and the balance of it also. So there's sort of like a twosome between a combination of painting and the sculptural aspects, but it's not sculpture, even though they're three-dimensional, because the approach is painting.
In the open at the wall side again. Yeah.
En hoe lang geleden ben je naar Nederland gekomen?
Heel lang geleden. Over 35 jaar geleden, yeah. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So now you live again in New York, but every now and then, twice a year, you come to the Netherlands.
Well, for the short time, I'm just taking care of my mother. So otherwise, I still have my studio, I'm still here, and I'm still making cement pieces. Because it's a process that just takes me further, and it tells me what it wants to be, want to do, and I said I'll stop when I can't take it any farther, but it seems to just keep on going. The most important thing is it's playing with color and the three-dimensional aspect of it, and trying to make it lighter, trying to make it more fluid. There's a lot of combinations that can be done. And it's very heavy work, and it's immediate because it dries. So you have to, it's not something I think about beforehand. I go in the studio and I pick color at the moment. It's intuitive, and then I just start working with it. And then after a few hours I have to stop because it's very heavy to do. And then I wait for a day or two, and then I go back to it.
En is er een verschil tussen, wat betreft jouw kunst, tussen Nederland en de United States? Is het anders?
Ik weet niet wat precies is aan de hand in Amerika. Well, there's no well, but I'm not fully involved in it yet, and so the difference I can't really talk about because I'm not an expert on it. But there's a lot going on in New York and America. It's just amazing because it's international. So it's a very inspirational opportunity to have some time to go to galleries, to see new artists, to see new work, and it's inspiring, and it gets me back in the studio and makes you think further, and hopefully takes you to another place. And the progression is very important.
This place will stay in this. There were a few years ago.
En de volgende vraag voor Karen is of ze ooit een kunstopleiding heeft gedaan.
Ja, wel. Ik heb een bachelor's degree lang tijd geleden. Then I was in advertising for years, but I also continued my art. But I knew that I needed to take a master's, to go for a master's to find out exactly what it was that I needed to do or say, how to express myself. And I find that a master's program helps you to understand more about who you are. So I went back and got my master's at NYU, New York University.
En waarom ben je zo geïnteresseerd geraakt ooit in kunst? Wat was de aanleiding?
Always was interested. Since I was 4 years old, I wanted to be an artist living in a warm place.
14?
4. Yeah, my first memory, I wanted to be an artist living in a warm place, and I ended up in Holland, but it's okay. It's a beautiful place to be, and color is important in Holland. I mean, with the gray skies and things, the color from the light from the water, it just enhances it. So it's definitely influenced me. Environment, it has definitely influenced my direction. And also I was influenced by my sister. I had an older sister, and she was always drawing, and I was fascinated by that. So, but she was also, she was so good with color, and I was always afraid of color. But just copying her, watching her, made me learn more about it, and I just became more interested. I mean, and from here it all just fit together.
En wat vind je van de kunst in dit geval Amsterdam, in het algemeen?
Oh, ja, er is zoveel verschillende dingen. Ik kan niet zeggen. There's too many, there's so much, and there's a lot of good art. I mean, and a lot of great artists. It's just, art is nowadays really hard to put a handle on it. I mean, it's a 24/7 job, not just as an artist, but as an art appreciator. You really need to look at it, study it, see what excites you. Everybody has different things that it makes it special for them. You don't like all art, but if you can appreciate what the different artists are doing and where it's coming from, it's an amazing industry. And it's fortunate to be an artist. I said the other day, it's both a gift and a curse. So the gift is having this gift, and exploring and doing it is very special. But all the things you have to deal with doing it can be very difficult at different times, and also the introspection of looking outside yourself and trying to pull out what it is you're trying to say or how you're trying to relate to people. Because I believe, well, for me, art is something that I'd like to relate to other people with. I just want them to feel. I don't want them to have to think. I just want them to feel based on the colors. So you asked me where I got the inspiration.
That's what I wanted to know. Ja, waar krijgt Karen de inspiratie vandaan om iets te maken? Bijvoorbeeld dit.
Okay, so deze stuk, I made it here in the studio, and it was a very hot summer day. And I was just thinking about, wouldn't it be nice to have my feet in cool sand? So the title of this is Cool Sand on a Hot Day, on a Summer Day, which, just the feeling of it. So it was purely intuitive, emotional at the moment. And yeah.
Ja, hoe lang ben je nou bezig geweest met dit object?
Well, in one day, a couple hours. I mean, figuring out the colors and putting it together and making one side, and then it has to dry and take time over a day or two, and then I could do the back. So then the back happens after. And of course, you don't know if it's going to come out or not. It's always, you're not sure what's going to happen. Colors change from the wet to when it's dry, and getting the front and the back to have the same colors is also a challenge, but when it does work out, it feels really good. And you asked me where this idea came from?
Yeah.
It's from a painting that a professor I had at school, and I love his work, and I just remembered, oh God, I love the way he paints, and I thought, well, let me just try to do it in the cement. So I just tried to, in a way, just copy what he did, and then it just happened, and the title of this is Poof, because it just has that feeling that it just appeared. And this is also two sides, but I'm not going to turn this one around. I don't want to hit the wall. Yeah, I mean, if I go through a few different pieces, my earlier work, this is just like a woman, just because of the movement. And again, the pigment is all the way in it, but this was earlier work where I was using more dry pigments, and when you put the pigments in the cement, the more you put in, the weaker the material becomes. So you have to find other ways to intensify the color. Whereas now, like with this cool sand one, I also work with pigments that are made specifically for cement, and the color is more vibrant, so it's not as much needed, and the pieces are very strong.
Well, Karen, it was nice to talk with you. Het was leuk om met je te praten. Heb je misschien nog iets waarvan je denkt, nou, dat wil ik toch even vertellen aan de kijkers van dit programma, over jouw werk?
I don't have anything to say over it. I just hope that it brings some kind of enjoyment to people, and it brings some kind of, thinking and just a pure sense of pleasure. That's it.
Okay. Karen Birnholz, thanks for this interview. Good luck with your career.
Thank you.
And when you go to New York, enjoy it.
I'll do my
And we
best.
hope to see you back in Amsterdam.
Oh, I'm here quite a lot.
Thanks,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
nice to have this interview with you.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
That's enough.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, smaller.